Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the business news here on Midday Live. My name is Alfred Okansi. Let's go on to our first story this afternoon. The government has reiterated its commitment to ensure ministries, departments and agencies work towards completing the issuing of licenses and permits for import and export transaction within a minimum period of 48 hours. Now, the Ministry of Trade and Industry, in collaboration with the Ghana Community Network Services Limited, GCNET, as part of efforts to achieve the set target, has instituted the National Trade Facilitation Awards.
Trade facilitation is a crucial cornerstone in the promotion of global trade. Over the years, the approval processes of ministries, departments and agencies of government have been identified as a constraint to trade facilitation, with its repercussion on Ghana's doing business score. Government signed an agreement with GCNET to fully automate the customs clearance system and to network other stakeholders involved in the import-export trade in the year 2000, and the contract further renewed in 2013. The Commissioner of Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Kondumnuru John Vianney, says his outfit is committed to ensure speedy and efficient clearance of goods at the ports and the country's borders.
We, using the PASS, that is the Pre-Arrival Assessment Reporting System, have given a mark that when you submit your documents to us, we should give you your CCVR within 48 hours. We say so because it takes some time to do valuation and classification, and 48 hours we think is reasonable enough time for us to do that and do a proper job.
According to the Deputy General Manager of GCNET, Emmanuel Dakon, the awards is aimed at encouraging MDAs to work towards the attainment of international best practices.
There are 38 MDAs that have been connected to the system to issue permits, licenses, certificates of origin, etc. If we have to optimize the deployment of such system, then there is the need to look at the volumes that are processed, the turnaround time for processing these, etc.
Now, a former Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Emmanuel Mante, has defended the decision by the outgoing Governor of the bank, Dr. Henry Wampa, to retire ahead of his due date in August. According to him, it is well within the governor's right to take his accumulated leave. He, however, wondered why the governor will cite the impending elections as one of the reasons for his early retirement.
Honestly, I don't see anything peculiar because if I read the explanation right, what he said was that he has accumulated leave, right? So he decides to take the leave prior to retirement. There's nothing unusual about that. He could have waited till August and decided to go on retirement, in which case the bank would have paid him money for the leave that he didn't take, or he has a choice to take the leave prior to retirement, which is what he had done. There's nothing unusual about it. I don't know, I'm not in his mind, and I don't know why he's linking his retirement to an election. That I don't understand, and I don't intend to hazard any guess.
Government received in excess of $997 million in crude oil revenue in 2014, according to the Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative's 2014 report. According to the co-chair of the initiative, Dr. Steve Mantel, it is time to engage in a cost-benefit analysis of the mining and oil and gas sectors.
Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative is to enhance good governance in the mining, oil and gas sectors. At the launch of the 2014 Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative report and Open Data Dashboard for the mining and oil and gas sectors, the Director of Real Sector Division, Kwabena Okuafari, underscored the need for prudent management of revenue from the mining and oil and gas sectors.
Ensure that our natural resource revenue data are widely available to empower the general public to hold both companies and government accountable.
The co-chair of the Ghana Extractive Transparency Initiative, Dr. Steve Manteo, said it is crucial for reporting on the extractive industry to go beyond revenues.
But what these reports are not telling us is how much it's costing us, the social cost, the environmental cost, the lost livelihoods, how much these costs are, and whether or not it is worth the while incurring these costs in order to generate these revenues that are being reported.
He urged the authorities to do due diligence to avoid costs being carried on to new projects.
2014 reports, there were outstanding issues regarding for instance, in the oil and gas sector. If you do not reference expenditures in the TEM field, then you could end up in a situation where costs incurred in the TEM field or costs incurred in the Jubilee field could be brought to the other sector, and therefore you are unable to achieve a tax-paying position much earlier on.
A member of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament, George Kofi Arthur, is of the view that Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative should be invited to the Public Accounts Committee to share their experience.
Public accounts will be meeting them to find out the strategies they used or the committee they put in place to enable them implement all the recommendations which made them had that award in Peru. I think that is one thing we can learn from them.
All right, so let's go on to the interbank rates. And what this means is that if you go into any commercial bank to obviously change or convert some foreign currency into the local city, or if you want to also buy dollars, this is the rate that is going to be sold to you. And as communicated by the Bank of Ghana, if you walk into any commercial bank, you would be sold a pound for 5 cedis, 52 pesos. And also, if you are looking for some dollars, it would be sold to you at 3 cedis, 83 pesos, and it will also be bought from you at 3 cedis, 82 pesos. For the euro, it will also be sold to you at 4 cedis, 34 pesos. Will be bought from you at 4 cedis, 34 pesos. That's it for the interbank rate here on the business news.